Okay, my first question. Okay, my first question is, how did you get started in voice acting and acting? How did you get started in the entertainment business?
Well, let's see. I first started acting in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing musical productions and some plays in English class and drama class, and I found that I really liked doing musicals, and
Mm-hmm.
I just loved to perform. So I was also learning how to be a musician at that time as well,
Mm-hmm.
and just found that I really enjoyed it. And then, but I always thought it was something we'd do just for fun.
Yeah.
And so I never pursued it as a career until I was about 25,
Mm-hmm.
and went to university to be a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and went to a play at the theater department and just loved it. I thought, this is what I want to do. So I signed up, and they allowed me to come into the school,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been doing it ever since. I've always had a penchant for voices and accents and stuff like that. So my acting teacher at the time asked me if I would do a commercial for a nursing home, and I said okay.
Okay.
And I did that, and they liked it, and I got paid for it. So I thought, oh, look, you get paid for this. And then I started moving towards doing more of that, and then cartoons came in the world, and I'd never even heard of doing animation voice until I was in Ottawa in 1981 or 82, somewhere around there.
Okay. Uh-huh.
And I had an agent there, and I was doing voiceover for the government. And I had an agent there and said, hey, you look, they're going to do a cartoon called Hiawatha. You want to audition for it? And I said, well, sure, okay, I'll do that. I've never done that before. So I went and read for it, and it was a show called Hiawatha.
Mm-hmm.
For Nickelodeon, for Kenner Classics.
I've heard of that show.
I ended up getting several voices, including the title character of Hiawatha. So I thought, well, this is kind of cool. And then I got my check, and I went, oh, wow, this is what I want to do. And so when I moved back to Vancouver, I started doing cartoons in, I guess, around 1986, around there,
Mm-hmm.
85. And I remember the first cartoon I auditioned for was Tech Force. Didn't get anything on it, and so I thought, well, that's okay, but it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then my first cartoon was G.I. Joe, and I ended up getting several characters on G.I. Joe, and then Kitsy Fur and Camp Candy and Captain Nintendo and He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and they just kept coming and coming and coming. So I just found my niche, and I've been doing cartoons ever since. And as far as on-camera film goes, my first film role was 1979. I was just working as a background performer on a show with Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
And Brooke, I cannot remember her last name, Brooke Benton or something like that, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. But I was totally infatuated with the way that film sets worked and how everybody had this sort of like controlled chaos, but everybody had a job. And I watched it and I went, this is really, really interesting and really exciting. And then I got a role with a speaking part on a movie called Looking for Mr. Patman with James Coburn James Coburn and what the hell's her name? I can't remember. A female actor, Kate Nelligan and James Coburn, and I got to do a scene with James Coburn. He was my idol when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I just loved him in like Magnificent Seven and In Like Flint and all those kind of movies. And
yeah.
so I thought,
he was a great actor. He was a great actor.
Mm-hmm. So I just started pursuing that end of it, and I took some classes in film acting techniques and whatnot, and still did plays. I toured across the country with a show called Loot and another one called The Greatest Little Traveling Super Show for Young People, and Shakespeare and whatnot. But my first love was making movies. I just loved the whole process, and so I started auditioning and getting movies, and I've been working in movies ever since.
Yeah.
Movies and television, yeah.
And I just want to say you're one of my favorite voice actors, too. That's why I wanted to...
Thank you very much. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. And let's talk about some of your other voice roles. You did Optimus Prime and Transformers, too. You did.
Yes, I did.
Could you do the...
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I did Primal and Prime. Optimus, and lots of different versions of the Transformers. I love doing the Transformers. That was a very exciting day when I didn't think about it because I did the commercials. Transformers were toys before there was even a series.
Yeah.
You know, this was before we started Beast Wars. I didn't think much of it. I just thought that's another toy. I had no idea because, well, I'm an old guy. You know, what do I know about Transformers? When I was a kid, it was Lionel trains and the G.I. Joe dolls, and nobody would play with it because they were dolls. When I was a kid, now that's all they have is action figures. But yeah, so I didn't think anything of it, and I went in and auditioned, and then auditioned again, and finally they came down to it, and I really wanted to do Megatron because I liked Megatron. He was great. but they said, okay, so you're going to be Optimus. And I went, great, okay, thanks. So I did the cartoon, and I didn't think much of it until I got invited to a convention in Hollywood or in Los Angeles by Disneyland, Orange County. And I walked in the room, and the place went crazy. And I went, oh, well, this is interesting. I had no idea. But, yeah, it was quite a big deal for me to get this part. So I didn't really think of it. And I had, well, thanks very much. That was a lot of fun. We answered questions and met with people and signed pictures and whatnot. And I went, oh, okay, cool. Went home and carried on with my work. And then Facebook came along, and all of a sudden there's just like tons and tons of people get on there about the Transformers and how much they love the Transformers. And so I thought, well, now that's no fair. Now I have a responsibility. So since then, I mean, been He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and Dr. Robotnik, and Sonic the Hedgehog, and My Little Pony, and all the Ninjago and Exo Knights and all these other cartoons. They just keep doing them, and hopefully I'll keep going until I drop dead. So that's what I do.
And yeah, you've done a lot of voice overs, as you said, and I hope you keep doing them.
I intend to.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
What do you find is the most difficult part of being an actor and a voice actor?
Well, let's see. Well, there's several things. The most difficult part of being a voice actor is keeping your voice in shape, because it's hard to do. The reading part and the characters are not difficult. I mean, you got to stay on top of it and everything. But the hardest thing is just keeping your voice intact, because it can get pretty tired after a while. The hardest thing about film acting is waiting. Waiting for the next job.
Yeah.
Basically waiting on set, because, sometimes you'll go on set at 6 o'clock in the morning and you won't work until 4 o'clock. But you're waiting around for your bid. And then when you get there, you've got to be just as fresh and on the game as you were when you first walked on set. And that can be a challenge sometimes. But I don't really find it difficult or challenging. I mean, occasionally you'll get a role that you really have to get your head around. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, it's just great fun.
Yeah, and I talked to a lot of other actors and voice actors, and they said, do not take, when you go into for an audition, do not take rejection personally, Have you?
Oh, no, you never do that. If you take rejection personally, then you'll be beating yourself up and drinking and taking drugs and whatnot. We don't want that.
No, we don't.
No, you have to develop rhino skin. And basically, if you're not willing to take the rejection, and you get rejected 9 times out of 10. You get rejected, and it happens all the way up the line. Not just with guys like me, mm-hmm. but it goes like with all the headliners and that. They got these killer roles. I really want this role, and they give it to somebody else. And you think, what did I do wrong? Nothing. Just the mood of the universe. You carry on to the next one.
Yeah.
And that's what I do. And so I'm quite lucky. I steered clear of alcohol, steered clear of drugs. All that's not my ball game.
Yeah.
But basically, it's you just have to have a thick skin and know that there are so many other factors that come into play when you're being hired or not hired. Not just your acting skill or the way you look, but a combination of politics and the way you look. Your acting skill certainly plays a part of it, but there are just too many random factors to say, "Oh, I'm awful. I wish I was dead." No, when you do that, you're in trouble.
Yeah.